Hello guys, this is Low Tech Cameo. So it's official. If Foxhole stats is to be believed, over 1 million people have been confirmed as KIA. So they have over 1 million casualties inside this war. War 19. It's weird, so it really is, because while this is going to go up on the 24th, or so Christmas Eve, this war has gone on a little more than half of the time of World Conquest 18. And World Conquest 18 had a total casualty count at the end of it of a little less than 500,000. So in less than half of the time, over double the people have actually been killed in the war. It's actually very interesting. No, the individual totals for the wardens and the colonials over the span of the entire war is more than the total amount of death that World Conquest 18 had at its conclusion, which is staggering. It absolutely is. And it is really the result of such a huge number of people playing the game since the launch of World Conquest 19 or so. We've seen numbers in well over 1,000 essentially. So even now, it's like it is 11 p.m. at night or so. This is normally the time where there would be 200 people, if that, or so, playing the game right now. So there are almost 1,000 people fighting right now. It is absolutely insane. No, just I want to see if I still have pictures. I'll probably put them up on the side or so in a comparison, but in comparison to the previous video I did when we had 500,000 casualties or so, they've just skyrocketed so much or so. You can even look at the totals on the skirmishes or so. They are absolutely insane or so. Almost every single one, with the exception of Tempest Island, is over 100,000 in terms of casualties on both sides, essentially. The bloodiest location in the entire map is apparently Westgate. Westgate is the most. It is apparently the hardest fought over territory. So I thought it would be Deadlands or maybe Hotlands or so. But it seems that with the wardens or so outside constantly in colonial territory over here, we have wreaked a heavy toll, but we have paid for it more than the colonials have. Now just looking at this or so, on every single colonial home region, we have taken more casualties than they have. Umber Wildwood, probably about like 5,000 or 4,000 more. Heartlands, 10,000 more. And Westgate, about only 2,000 more or so. But the number is still, what is it? Looking at this, the colonial casualties here alone overshadow Heartland's casualties in total amongst both factions, essentially. And I guess it might go down that Westgate has been the most sought-over region in the entire war, essentially. As it seems that despite the fact that the wardens have constantly been able to push the actual colonial defenders into the port base itself, they have still managed to push the way outward, essentially. And from what I could tell, so as of, I think last night, they pushed all the way to Kingstone or so. So they literally pushed half the map. However, I was actually part of a successful operation or so, which not only broke the siege of Kingstone, but also pushed them to the very outskirts of Longstone itself. So it seems that there might be an end to the war very soon. Probably not by Christmas, but I feel that Well, actually, I take that statement back entirely. Because I see these territories flip-flopping all over the place. And also the victory count is, I believe, set to 34. So we need to capture 34 victory cities. That's what I think it is. Yeah, it's 34 cities in total that you need to take over. Now, 9, 18... what is it? 27. There we go. It's late. You have to forgive me, I had to work. But in total, there are only 27 victory cities inside the main war area. Which means that even if we captured all of these over here, so the wardens, we would have to capture an additional 7 on the outside, essentially. Yeah, so even if we completely control the actual World Conquest continent, essentially the main continent for World Conquest, we still need to go out and actually win at least, what is it? At least 7 of these cities over here. So, and it doesn't look like that's going to be easy, as it seems the colonials have a firm, what is it? They have a firm advantage on Fisherman's Row, Trail. Tempest Island is basically theirs at this point. We still have good holdings on the Great March, and Oldbrook Isles has been going back and forth. So we would need to not only conquer everything over here, but we would need to put a significant effort into actually taking over these skirmishes over here. Like I said, we need 7. I believe the easiest ones would probably be Oldbrook or Breaker Isles, and maybe go for Great March actually. But then this is all kind of pointless at this point because of the fact that Umber Wildwood is still firmly in colonial hands. Granted, we have the Stray and a couple of forts basically, but we seem to be unable to completely contain one region and also be able to put enough forces out to capture another at the same time. I don't think we've really been able to fully get Heartlands kind of suppressed since I think it was like day 5 or something. Day 5 or day 6. Westgate we've been able to contain to a degree, but the colonials have always been able to push out. And so I really see this war possibly going into the new year or so, if not longer, unless the colonials' resources just break down or so. Which I don't believe is going to be the case because of the fact that they've been able to maintain their war production quite well. We've seen numerous battle tanks on the actual front line or so. In fact, what is it? One of the most noteworthy things that happens in the chat nowadays is the report that a battle tank has been destroyed on the colonial side. However, this is also, what is it? This also does include the fact that as reports go, by the time this video actually shows up tomorrow, so on the 24th, Christmas Eve, there will be Warden battle tanks on the front line actually engaging enemy forces. So we'll have to see how that goes, because we actually have a good amount of clans who've just been stockpiling tech pods constantly. So we could see some heavy battle tank battles, and depending on how numerous the Warden battle tank reinforcements are, so they could be the deciding factor in probably ending the war. So, but we'll have to see how long this actually takes. But yeah, 1 million casualties. Absolutely insane. I never thought I would see such a steep and high number, so it's very interesting. But as always, take care, and I will see you guys on the battlefield.